Morning. There is a lot of upheaval in the air right now. There is a lot of synchronicities that are quite strong. There are a lot of thought-provoking synchronicities happening right now. If you are in the upheaval part, if you are still finding that there is unexpected events happening around you, if there is something that feels like the rug's been pulled from underneath you, there is unexpected closures, something's come to an end quite quickly and you weren't ready for it, anything that is making you feel a little bit unsteady on your feet, a little bit off balance, a little bit negative, the universe is orchestrating this for us to dig deep. They are asking us to reach our potentials, to recognize our potentials and to unlock our potentials, to lead for the life of our dreams. So I've already tried to record this, so I'm going to give the cards as I'm given. So the first card that I've pulled out is the Sangha community. This is as far as I've got before I go. So the Sangha community, many people are being reconnected with their soul tribes. Many people are being brought home to themselves, which is enabling them to open up to a new experiences, new relationships and new connections within their daily lives. The Sangha community is also representing, many of you may be feeling pulled and urged to focus inwardly, focus on your home, focus on the people that you love and your own personal spiritual growth. There is also a message given around this that there is a little bit of a chess game. The floor is shaped like a chessboard and there is a little bit of a chess game happening for some of you. So you may be in conflict with people very close to you. You may be in some sort of obstruction with people that you love very dearly. There may be a need for peace and balance to be restored. The chess game in the community card, though, that is given that there will be peace, there will be balance, there will be healing and an end to any conflict with ease. So if there is some sort of tension situation around you right now, the best spirit are asking is that you just detach and allow peace to unfold naturally. There's a lot of symbols in this card, and before the right doors can open for us, we have to have tests, and these tests are only sent to make sure that we are ready to go through to what is blessed to us. So the first symbol that I'm drawn to is the bell, and the tests are that for some you may experience old doors trying to reopen, or you may experience somebody who resembles a part of your past that you have left behind. This is a very quick and short test. It doesn't have to be a door that you go through. You know, if you feel tempted to, know that it's only going to lead you in the same cycle to come to a close again. So if you've already closed out that cycle, don't go around it again, you know. The bell, it's alarm bells, isn't it? You know, the test is that you have recognised and you've learned that lesson and you close that door and you move forward. The next is the dreams, the dream catcher. So many of us are being pushed into alignment with our dream lifestyle right now. Even the tiniest movement, if we are feeling resistant or we are still going through some great healing, we are still on path to achieve our dreams. The slightest little movement that you make towards the path that is right for you, the path that you have been blessed to achieve and do, then that is the path that is going to continue to open up for you. Stay committed, stay on that path. So the dream catcher, surround yourself with people that encourage and support you. If people are belittling and degrading something that is important to you, then they are not your tribe and it's time to let them go. The dream catcher is saying that it is time to chase your dreams and know that the right people that you need along that journey will also present at the right time with peace and ease. Thank you. There's an eagle. An eagle, I think is an eagle. He's got big wings. Eagle-eyed. People being very alert. Very strong, stepping into their powers. The Buddha sits next to a lit candle. Peace is enlightening. Peace within the enlightenment. Okay, the Buddha sits next to the lit candles, and many of us are feeling that ignition. We're feeling that passion being reignited. We're connecting back with our heart spaces where anger and frustration have blocked our perspective for a little time or a long time. We are now returning to our soul's core belief systems, our soul's core truths, and our soul's core visions. So the Buddha enlightenment, we are going through an enlightenment period. It might not be a comfortable one, or it could be an absolutely exhilarating experience. Either way, it's the path of enlightenment to bring in positive transformation and change. Now, there's more on this card because they're not letting me go back to the deck. So let's see what else is on this card. Fire. There's one being shouted. Fire. Fire. Okay, so the candle's also representing the fire and the passion within. Fire in the heart of the family. Matriarchs are being appointed. Matriarchs are being created. Matriarchs are being birthed. Taking charge, leaders, setting a good example. That's nice. Being the positive influence, positive role model for those around you. Showing them. That's nice, thank you. Is there any more with this now? Black feather is protection. So there's a lot of different symbols in that card. Thank you. Any more with this now, please? Spring, autumn. So autumn time, we're in autumn, and this is the time of great transformation. What's this one down here? Oh, fucking hell. I don't want them two coming out together, do we? Queen of Roses makes it all alright, though. Okay, so I gave the chess game in the Sangha community. I'm giving the chess game again. Chess game around autumn time. So right now, many of us may be experiencing some sort of obstacles or challenges. It may feel as though the rug's being pulled from underneath you. Chess game, stand your ground, stand in your power. Do not be silenced. Good will always beat bad, so where your faith is being tested, always cling to the light. No matter how dark it feels, cling to the light and know that good will always win bad. Do you know, bad, nobody goes far off other people's misfortune. Bad people don't prosper. Bad intentions don't prosper. It's just not in God's plan, so it's not going to happen. Do you know, the universe, the negative side of the universe, the shadow side of the universe does send a lot of obstacles, but in the long term, goodness always wins. Now, the chess game comes out with the garden, and the garden often represents children. So for some of you, you may be experiencing a bit of conflict around children or obstacles around children. The garden can also represent curiosity and peace. The little girl in the garden, she's off exploring. So the garden with this card, although I am being urged that it is connected to children, the garden can be where the chess game leads. Fire. You keep giving fire. Is this spiritual fire? Ultraviolet cleansing flames. Fire. Right. Queen of Roses. Okay, the Queen of Roses sits on top of the garden and the chess game. The Queen of Roses has the ability to make anything more beautiful. She has the ability to, from the fertilizer, she brings beautiful flowers. You know, she has the ability to plant seeds that prosper into beauty, love, power, and peace. The Willow. Okay, so the Queen of Roses, whatever, if you are facing some sort of chess game, and specifically around children, obviously for all mothers, any sort of chess game around children is gut-wrenching, heart-wrenching. So the chess game and the garden. The Queen of Roses sits on top, and if this message relates specifically to you, that you are experiencing some sort of obstacles or challenges connected to children, the Queen of Roses is asking you to connect with your power, to remind yourself of how strong you are and the ability that you have to make anything more beautiful, the ability that you have to turn anything in your favor. You may have been on a high for quite a long time, and then you've just felt yourself drop and back down to earth. You know, egos have been triggered massively over the last few weeks for the soul's growth. So for some, they may have been experiencing egos that have been a little bit explosive, and now they're coming back down to earth, and they're recognizing that that bubble blinded their perspective a little bit. So the Queen of Roses is, again, she is asking you to reconnect with your power, reconnect with your true self, your core values, your core everything that makes you you, your soul. And she is asking you to release the feelings of negativity and just focus on making it, whatever situation's, more beautiful. I hate the fucking lookout. The King of Keys. Doors of opportunity that are tests and traps. Right, I know that around the end of October there is going to be big, major life transforming situations, and I know that before those situations come in, and when I say life changing, I mean wherever you are right now, there is a very good chance you're not going to be there by the end of October, the early November. So, right now we're giving a series of tests. This week may have been quite a fucking rodeo for many of you, and the Lookout and the King of Keys, this would be now. So the King of Keys is the doors to opportunities, but the Lookout, don't take these opportunities just because they're there. Don't take them because they're short-term fixes, but they don't bring any long-term fulfillment. These are your tests. If these doors feel in your heart that they are the right path to follow, then you are very lucky that you're receiving your projection early. But if there is the slightest niggle of doubt, or just something not placing, like there's a piece missing, you just can't feel completely content or secure in walking through these doors, the Lookout is confirming to you that you are in a test phase, and you are not to jump just because if you are in a position where it's time to take a leap of faith and follow your heart in your career matters, but you need to feel like you playing it safe, and you want to go back to the same jobs that you can do, what the sort of people that you'll be surrounded with, and that in the long term it's not going to fulfill you. Which path are you going to choose? The Lookout is saying you choose this path, the right path. Why is that fucking moved? Why am I swearing so much today? It's these synchronicities, isn't it? Any more with the Lookout and the King of Keys? 9. Closures to old cycles. Not acting negatively, impulsively. So not making impulsive and irrational decisions. Salute, Mr. Magpie. Where's the other one? No, it's there. No. There'll be another one in a minute. See, just randomly, there's a magpie outside waiting for me. Just the one. The Ascent. And the Increscent Moon. The Increscent Moon. We're not far from the new moon now, are we? Yeah, so the Ascent. Everything you're experiencing now. The new moon and the Ascent go hand in hand. So we're back to the garden. Any obstacles you faced with children, any obstacles you have faced, the love elementals are taken care of. So around the new moon, things are going to be becoming quite positive. You're going to feel yourself projecting forward. The Ascent is that you have allowed the spiritual growth and the wisdom that you needed to make and take. You've allowed that to happen, and around the new moon, you will feel yourself internally shift, which will then begin to project material shifts around your daily life and around your family's daily life. Again, the garden comes out on top of that, so that it's saying that around the new moon you will begin to see peace and balance and harmony restoring within your family too. And the loving elementals are taking good care of you. Bird's nest, everything's focused on the home. The deck's just stacked and we're just pulling randomly as the guides instruct, and everything that they're giving is all layered on top of each other. Do you know, conflicts to begin with, but then as it unravels, those conflicts become great rewards. Do you know, reflection. These, and there for next week, Dale. The muse. Inspiration. Is there any more with the spirit, please? I love you too. Nia. Nia. I don't like it. Karma, that is. Nia. Karma. Nia.